Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kevin.
Maybe for the sake of our viewers, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Madam Maureen Wambani, senior teacher, Bumini Primary School and Junior.
Maybe can you give us a brief history of Bumini Primary in relation to scouting?
Bumini Primary School is one of the ancient schools in Mumias East Sub-County. This is a school that was established by Mary Hill missionaries. I know most of the old people in this village around Bumini went through this school. But I'm not a very old teacher. I joined this school around 2015 as a classroom teacher, and there was no what we call formal scouting. What I can say that we just had a skeleton of scouting, and I have come to understand that scouting is more than what pupils do here on parade. Pupils would just march and hoist the flag, and this one they just get the skills from those ones who have come from other schools, and they have a clue of what scouting is. But actually the real scouting in this school has never been there until when light came just the other day.
Maybe what did you have and what is real scouting?
As I've said before, that what we had was just a skeleton of what scouting is. But real scouting is actually a movement. Scouting is a movement. It's not even a club. It's just a movement. It's a movement with principles. It has laws that the scouts are supposed to adhere to. They are supposed to learn. They have a syllabus. They have books. They learn values. It actually transforms this young person into a different person. So scouting is a big thing, and it is worldwide. It's actually worldwide. It's not just something that you say like a 4K club in school. No.
You said that there was no scouting previously until when light came. So what do you mean when you say until when light came?
Light came. You remember the other day I said that we were going to have a project during the August 2025 holidays with one of my former pupils. We actually landed on scouting. Personally, my interest in department was in liturgy. I have been working with the liturgical department in the school, where I believe I've worked best. But I have never had an interest in what we call scouting until now, when my former pupil came with this project. So we sat down and planned, and we had this put in place. So it went for 3 weeks. It was a project that was carried out for 3 weeks. We selected 40 learners. We didn't actually select them. They chose themselves. These are those learners, remember I told you that they normally hoist the flag and they do marching on their own. So I just picked them one Monday after they had hoisted the flag and asked them, would you love to be trained? And they said yes. So with my former pupil, we organized the project. She came around because she's a scout, a former Staré Girls alumni. And in Staré Girls and Staré Boys, they have formed a scouting crew. They call it the Staré Ekia crew. So lucky enough, because she's among the crew, she collaborated with the crew members, and they actually came to Bumini Primary School to train scouts. So they came with the syllabus, the books, all that was needed, and learners learned a lot until they were invested.
Okay, so what happened on the investing day?
Investiture is the crowning of scouts and the giving of badges. So at the end of the 3 weeks training, we had our commissioners coming around. They were actually very happy. They came around to check on what we had done and to invest them. But I can thank the county commissioner, Mr. Aluhoyo, who used to come even before the training was complete. He used to come here and even participate in the trainings. So he was following us up. The sub-county commissioner, Mr. Osuka, was also part of it. In fact, he's the one who used to ask questions. Why is it that Bumini Primary School does not have a formal scouting? Or why is it that we, the Bumini Primary School, do not participate in scouting activities? One time I remember he brought a camping site here so that he can just motivate us to learn one or two things. We tried, but it died. Along the way, the project just died. So this time we completed training, the commissioners came, and it was a colorful ceremony. It was pomp and color, I can say. The 40 learners were invested in the presence of their parents, teachers, the NAT members were also present, and everyone was happy that this was now being taken to the world. We promised that we were going to hold the scout and be with it and move with these learners throughout, and we are not going to drop it. Remember, the head teacher was also invested the same day, and we received his scarf. I was also invested as the Scouts leader. I received my scarf. Now I have a new title. I am the Scouts leader. So from the 14th of August onwards, Bumini Primary School can say is now fully equipped to handle scouting activities. We are hoping that we shall go on. We shall have the rovers who come from around to help us, and the Starehe Ekia group will also be coming around to check on what we are doing. So we hope to keep up and have the spirit of scouting amongst our pupils. During the 3 weeks training, our learners were taught so many skills. They even learned values, how to take care of the environment, and some projects were initiated in the school so that they sustain their income. You know, scouting is a very expensive movement, and without funding, you may not be able to manage it. So learners are usually taught about income generating activities. They were taught how to make soap and sell. They were also taught how to make kitchen gardens and maybe sell vegetables to teachers and their parents. So I'm expecting that my learners will not be financially handicapped. We also formed a group with the community. We collaborated with the Boda community to support. They actually call themselves the Bumini Scouts ambassadors, meaning they'll be supporting these children in case they have any difficulties. They'll be there for them as their parents. Their real biological parents were also present, and they promised that they support these children to carry out this scouting movement. I'm hoping that my colleagues will support also and hold these children their hands, because whatever these children learn will even transform the school. You remember the time for investiture, they were asked even to confess their sins. So it was something like baptism, where you confess to your parent that I'm going to stop doing this, and then I'll be a good child, I will start behaving well. So they were confessing their sins actually before their parents. I liked that bit because I know the values they have learned, how to take care of the environment. It has changed their mentality as children. And this one is also going to be of a positive impact to the school. These are some of the projects that were carried out by the children. These are vegetable gardens they planted. We have 2 here, and we have several behind the classes. These ones will help them to generate income and buy whatever they need. They'll buy whistles, they'll buy small things that they need, the rope, whatever they need in scouting, they can get some small money, save and buy. Actually, we formed a scouting parent committee. The National Commissioner, Mr. Nick formed a parents scouting committee. Consists of a chairman, a treasurer, and the secretary, who is me. So we are supposed to be having meetings at least once in a term. That is where we shall be discussing the challenges we are facing, how we are moving on, what we have done so far, and what we have not done so far. This one means we are going to be accountable. We are going to be accountable to the community, to the school, and to our scouter leaders. So we really have to put in our effort and make sure that this succeeds. These learners are supposed to be taught. They're supposed to learn until they acquire their highest badge levels. The Sunguras and Chipukizis, those are the ones that I got, the age group. So meaning, if they attain their highest badge, this will be done at State House. It is the Chui badge to the Sunguras is given by the president. So if they are taught, they learn and they acquire their highest badge, it means that I will have to take them to State House to acquire that Chui badge. Otherwise, I promise that I'll do my best to do my duty, and so help me God.